Hey guys, opening day, early morning, foggy, but clear. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful out. Head to the tree stand. We'll see you in a little bit. Alright guys, I was going to catch you up. I'm in the tree stand, you can see. And I've been sitting now for about an hour and a half. I bumped 2 doe on the way in, and while walking through the corn maze. And then as I got in the stand and sat down, I was able to watch 2 more deer directly in front of me. They're about probably about 50 yards into the corn, kind of going through it, eating it. But unfortunately, you couldn't really see them that well. They were inside, in the corn, pretty deep. Hold on, give you a show there. I don't even know if you can zoom in on this or not. But they were out, kind of out in that area there, where it's almost like a little bit of an opening out there. But unfortunately, they never came in here. The camera usually gets them right in here in this little clearing. Is usually where I pick them up on camera. I don't know if they were reacting to me being here. Probably not, since they didn't bolt. They just kind of stood there. You guys can see it's a beautiful day. I mean, just gorgeous. So everything's kind of working out the way it's supposed to. And sometimes the deer walk towards you, sometimes they walk away. The fact that they just kind of sat there and ate in front of me and didn't really make any noise. They didn't bolt, they just kind of slowly walked off into the deeper areas of the corn. Kind of hoping they'll kind of make their way back, I don't know. My goal was to be here in by 8. I was here 20 minutes before then, and sitting in the stand. So, I don't know, maybe I should have been here a little earlier. But it is what it is. Still a good day, it's a beautiful time, beautiful sit. So, I'll keep you guys updated if anything else goes on. We're going to sit here, like I said, this is the first half of the day. I'm going to stand at a stand for the first half because all the deer activity here is in the morning before 11. And then afterwards, I'm going to get down, take a lunch break on the way to the other property. And I'm going to hunt the blind for the evening. But I'll keep you updated. Hopefully we'll get something. See you soon. Little Buck's back again. Just watching him. I don't know if he knows that I'm here, or if he doesn't care. I tried bleeding at him with a doe call, grunting a little bit with a buck call. Just light, easy noises. And he's just browsing. Too far off for me to do anything with him. He's between 42 and 50 yards. It's hard to see because there's a branch in the way. He might have hurt me. Oh well. I'm waiting for his big brother anyway. Alright guys, it's It's after 9 o'clock now. Haven't had a whole lot. Just had one little buck come in, like a little, I think probably about a little 4-point. Stayed at about 42 yards. But other than that, I went ahead and grabbed the bow in case there was another doe or maybe a bigger buck coming behind him. Pretty sure there's some either bird hunters or squirrel hunters off in the distance. I'm just hoping they're pushing the deer this way. But yeah, cute little buck sat there and eating corn right in front of me. I just wasn't thinking I wasn't going to take him. Not for my buck this year. He was definitely too big to be considered an antlerless, but he was kind of small, comparatively speaking. So we let him go, walk through. Matter of fact, he kind of turned and jumped in the corn a different direction. Could have been, maybe he noticed me grab the camera. But anyway, I'll keep you updated. See you soon. Alright guys, well, it's a little after 10 o'clock now. The sun's coming out. Everything got real quiet. I mean, there's some farm equipment in the background moving around. Not really sure how much more we're going to see out here. I'm surprised that little 4-point came in like he did. Normally this place is dead before 9:30ish. He hung out until a little after 9:30, so. But I've given it a little while longer to see if there's any sign of anything else coming in. And that is negative so far. So we're probably going to get packed up here in a few minutes, because I wanted to be out of here around 11, stop and get some lunch somewhere, and then be able to get set up in the blind in time for this afternoon set over to the other county. So I will keep you updated, and it's a beautiful day, wonderful sit, and so far, yeah, it's been a successful sit. We had one buck, little 4-point, and had 2 does in front of us, or in front of me, and but you know, just the does, I would have taken one of the big does, but they stayed out about 60 yards out in the corn. And I don't shoot my bow past 40 in thick stuff. It's not worth it to me to risk the shot. It's an older bow, so it's not as pinpoint precise. But so other than that, I mean, it was pretty good. Beautiful first opening morning. We got animals moving around, but they're nothing with antlers yet, and no big does within shot range. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well guys, we made it back up to the Jeep. Loaded everything up. Once again, glorious day. I mean, you can see that it's just a beautiful, beautiful time right now. Early season, it's warm, temperatures are done hiked up now, so but had a good sit. Saw a total of 4 does and 1 buck. The buck was only that little 4-point. Didn't get any footage of the does, but did get footage of the actual buck, so that's always good. He came within 42 yards. I probably could have lobbed a shot, but I really don't want to waste the only buck tag I get here for a little 4-point. I don't want that to be my first public land buck in Ohio. So I let him walk. Just watched him practice my grunt call and my doe call on him, and he seemed to respond. I brought him back after he walked away the first time, and then did a couple of bleats and low grunts, light, and He stayed, he ate, he kind of looked around. So, it's good to practice. But I'll catch you guys up here in a little bit. We're going to head to the other side. See you soon. Well, guys, we're here, or I'm here at the property where the blind is located. Literally, there's only one other car. Now, I say that hesitantly because when I drove by, there were a few other cars, but I went down the road and grabbed a burger and noticed there was like 3 vehicles parked on this property. So, but I seen some guys packing up and leaving out, so I don't know if they're coming back or not. But there was nobody parked when I rode by where the blind is sitting, and I've had nobody on camera yet today. So for opening day, it's a shocker. Everybody may be waiting for tomorrow. I don't know, but I'm not. That may be why I've seen so many deer this morning. Like I said, we've already had an encounter with 5 different deer this morning, and I'm hoping to have some encounters this evening. We got some big bucks in here as well as big does that come in here late in the evening, and that's what I'm looking forward to. I'll show you here what it looks like here. This is just nice and clean, and even the property across the street, I don't have anybody here. I'm the only one parked, so I'm just gonna hope that does it for us. But I'm going to get out in the blind. I got the chair in the back, get everything set up, and then we'll catch you guys up here shortly. See you soon. Alright guys, we're out here in the blind. I got everything set up. Usually kind of do a little editorial on how I got everything done in here. I'm very simplistic. I say use what you have. As far as you minimize the amount of stuff you have to bring in. Everything I brought in here today into the blind was my backpack, my seat, and then my bow. Everything I needed was in the backpack. As far as a place to hang my bow, I actually use my walking stick. I actually put it in the ground, the point, and then I simply use the strap to hold it, and it's very quick. It's a very quick release option. If I pull this strap, boom, the bow's ready to go. You can see it's hanging here without touching anything. It's good to go. I take my quiver off, I put it on the side, but here's where we're at right now, and this is the view from inside here. I mean, and I've been getting deer. They've been walking right through here and coming in and crossing. The same thing from behind us. So that's what I'm hoping to, that's what I'm aiming for today, is to get some of these guys walking in. They travel from the thick part of the woods here and come on in and get out to the bean field, and I'm hoping to catch them as they're moving through, because once they get in the field, beans, they're too shallow, they're too low to the ground. So once they're in the field, they're too far from where the blind is. Not too bad. I mean, with the crossbow during the gun season, it's not an issue at all. But with a regular bow, the bean field where they go out into the beans is like 50-60 yards. And like I said before, I try not to shoot anything over 40. Maybe if it was an open field, like we were talking about in the beans, but I'm in the woods, so I'd have to shoot through trees into the field. I would really prefer to take 40 yards or less shots inside where I'm close to being. If you guys remember from the last couple of videos back, this is where we put the mock scrape, is over here, and rub. when we get closer to the rut season, I'll start putting doe urine out there in it. Other than that, last year I had a big buck cruise right through here, and when he came through, he was probably about 35-40 yards at the most. And had I not been on the phone, I would have probably taken him. But as it is now, we're just hoping he made it through. I'm pretty sure he has. I think I've seen him on the camera already. If not him, then a few others. There are at least 8 to 10 point, big basket racks in here. But the reason I'm here today is I would really like to get one of these big fat nanny does that come through here. We got a lot of big nannies, and that's what I'm kind of hoping for. Just that back a little bit. There we go. So I will keep you guys updated. I'm gonna chill for a while. I'm in here actually pretty early. I wasn't planning on being here till 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I think now it's actually, I'm not even sure what time it is now. Let's take a look. Okay. It's just now 12:37. So, that's good. Alright, well, I'll get back to it and keep you guys informed if anything happens. I'll talk to you guys soon. Alright guys, it's going on, I think it's after 4. It's actually almost 5. I haven't seen anything here except for other hunters. Just a couple of guys came in and out with some climbing stands. One guy was walking through with just a ghillie suit and his bow and walked right past me and got really shocked when he saw me standing out there. I got out of the blind to use the restroom. A little something I picked up from some of the guys online. I'm trying to remember who it was that was doing the mock scrapes. But people are doing their own mock scrapes, and then what they're doing is they'll actually go and urinate them. And from what I understand, that once the urine kind of settles, the deer only smell the urea and then also the sweet, whatever nutrients are in that, whatever ingredients are in there. And they say it's actually pretty effective for doing that in your own mock scrape. So what I've been doing is when I do have to use the restroom, I always put a mock scrape about 20 yards in front of me where I'm hunting at, and that's what I do. Every time I get out, I go urinate in it, and it's like having your own men's room. So, little FYI, you guys can look that up, try it if you want. Yes, this year I am wearing a ghillie poncho. My wife got it for me online. And I'm hoping that this season, for either my birthday or Christmas, I will be getting a climbing harness for my tree stand. The one that I have now is the El Cheapo that came with the tree stand, and although I do finally have it to where it fits, it's a one-size-fits-all, it really actually just grabs my legs, and it's actually cumbersome to try to climb in or out of that stand, so, which is alright. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, as you go through this, you'll progress. But I thought I'd catch you guys up, tell you what I'm doing. And I'm just kind of chilling, relaxing, and enjoying the beautiful scenery and enjoying the fresh air. And the permethrin, I soaked all my clothes with this permethrin spray and then let them dry. and it works. The mosquitoes want to get to my hand, but as soon as I put the gloves on and my face mask up, they come close and they leave. So, little insight there. I will quality that piece of information over to the guys at the Hunting Public. I saw them doing a little advertisement for Sawyer's permethrin. That's where I grabbed it. I thought, well, I'll give it a shot, and it's working. So, but anyways, I'm gonna get back and get quiet. It's the last 2.5 hours before we're done, and if anything happens, I will kick the camera back on. Although with people walking around, I'm kind of expecting it probably not to be too active this afternoon. It is the first day, and the deer are probably going to be skittish after all these people are introduced in the woods. So, but I will catch you guys up later. See you soon. Hello guys, it's now 6:30, so we got exactly about 1 hour left of legal limit. It'll probably be getting pretty dark pretty soon, so this will probably be the last video entry from the blind, as it'll usually get pretty dark in here quick and too dark to actually see anything on film. So if I don't see any deer here in the next hour, you'll see me back at the vehicle. So far we haven't seen anything while we've been sitting here, or while I've been sitting here, and haven't heard anything. Had some birds go off. Maybe thought some jays were telling me they're coming, but like I said, we did have some other people walking around, so I mean, they may have already pretty much spooked them out for the day. But we're going to give it the last hour and be done. But I will catch you guys up in a little bit. I'll see you soon. Alright guys, we're heading to the stand this morning. This is morning number 2 of the opener. I think this will probably be my last sit for the weekend. I've already gotten pictures this morning of like 5 other groups of hunters passing the blind, so the blind location will probably have to sit for a little while to get, let the deer come back around. But I have had 0 hunters on camera out here, so I'm going to get back in here to where we saw that little buck yesterday and those 4 does. Try to sneak in here if possible, but I will let you know when we get there. And I don't know, hopefully I don't blow any dope this time, but we'll see in a little bit. Alright guys, I've been in the tree now for a little over 2.5 hours, and it is dead silent. Yesterday we saw 4 deer on the way in, had the 5th one, a buck, come in. This morning, absolute silence. I haven't seen anything. Birds, there's squirrels, there's plenty of quiet. A lot of animals are moving. I haven't seen any other hunters. So, either they're not on this property this morning, or maybe yesterday's pressure from the opening day pushed them into private land. I don't know. I'm sitting over a cornfield that they normally feed on. I haven't seen anything, haven't heard anything other than persimmon balls dropping and black walnuts being, or chestnuts, black chestnut being tossed out of the trees by the squirrels. I've probably seen about 15-20 squirrels and all kinds of birds. But nothing larger than that. So, but I have a funny feeling this nice foggy morning is going to turn out to be a dead sit. There's only a couple more hours left before this usually turns into silent for the remainder of the day. But I'll take you guys around, take a look here. You see the cornfield back behind me. And in the woods here, you can see, normally I have deer right out in here. But it's nice and foggy. We did have a full moon last night. I'm not sure how that actually affects the deer, but yeah, it's strange. I haven't seen anything. And the wind's actually good. I tested earlier, and my thermals I'm sitting in a spot that gets some sun, but I'm shadowed. You can see the trees. I'm in between the fork of a tree here. But when I put the wind tester out, the tester actually went straight up in the air. So the thermals are taking any scent there is and moving it way up in the air, and then blowing it possibly into the woods back behind me. But so just figured I'd give you guys an update. If anything changes, I'll let you know. I will see you guys soon. Alright guys, it is now after 11 and the fog is gone. I was kind of hoping maybe if the fog lifted they would get some movement, but nothing, not anything showed. We got birds and squirrels and everything else, like I said, moving around, being plenty loud, but zero activity from the deer today in this location. But so here in about 15 minutes I'm going to climb down. I've got some stuff to do at the house today before getting ready for work tomorrow. So this will be my last sit for opening weekend. It was good. It's nice out. It's a beautiful day. The heat is starting to climb though, and this week it's supposed to jump high, which is probably going to push the deer more nocturnal anyway. I'm kind of liking that idea because I have to work pretty much all week. So until the next little lull in the temperature, I'm stuck at work anyway. But I can show you guys here that the fog is now gone. And I mean, it's just a gorgeous day. Yeah. So, but yeah, here in a minute I'm gonna get everything put up and probably head back to the Jeep, crawl down. I was kind of hoping see what I'm used to. Let me show you from my eye view here. I'm hunting in this direction, okay, on this path that's right here below me. It goes out, and the deer usually come in and out and go back and forth between this and this other field. But you see beyond that other field, you see those dense woods, and that's usually where I think most of the bedding during the cooler season runs anyway. So, but here recently I realized that the deer actually bed down in the corn. And this particular field, the reason nobody's been out here is this particular field is planted edge to edge all the way through. So there's no easy way in or out, and in between the corn rows the weeds are pretty much hip high, and the woods, as you can see here, I mean, there's no paths through the woods for us. The deer probably have paths, but not us. It's just super thick here. But, you know, That's probably why I get pictures of them here. There's a woodpecker. But anyways, I will catch you guys up when I get back out to the Jeep. I'll see you later. Alright guys, so I made it back to the Jeep. And boy is it heating up quickly. It started off at like 53 degrees this morning. Right now I'm not sure what it is, but it is definitely warm. Let's see what the weather will tell me, because it has climbed drastically. Whew. But ended up not seeing any movement this morning, which I kind of thought was strange, because you know normally we do. Yeah, it's already over 70 here, so it's heating up quick. I think they're calling for a warm front this week, which is, you know, I won't be hunting this week anyways. I got to do some work, got to pick up clients, so. But yeah, no movement today. It was a great sit yesterday morning. Yesterday evening probably would have turned out decent, but had some people show up with shotguns, squirrel hunters or whatever, showed up at the last, like literally the last hour of light, and walked within 5 feet of my blind, even though they saw me. Once again, I said I've got some opinions on the fact, but I'm not gonna go into it. It's public land, that's part of it. But yeah, this will be the last sit for me for this weekend. I've got to get home and get some stuff done before, you know, tomorrow morning. So the second half of the day I will be back at the house. Plus, as warm as it is, I don't think we're going to have any movement until this evening. I don't think any of the deer are going to come out until after dark probably. But until then, man, it's a beautiful day, great opening weekend I mean, and hope everybody out there had luck. Hope everybody's enjoying it. But until the next time I see you guys, get outdoors, get living, and we'll see you next time on God Be Outdoors.